You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jill Wagner. Some more winter weather is on its way to Long Island. Parts of Long Island are expected to see up to 3 inches of snow. The National Weather Service says most of the accumulation will happen between the morning and evening commutes. The snow is expected to end at around 7 p.m. For more on the winter weather, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Newsday is beginning a series of special reports looking at how migrants are making their way to our area, as well as the challenges that they're facing and creating once they get here. Ken Buffa has part 1 of the Migrant Struggle.
No sabía.
Julio Zambrano describes what happened after arriving at Manhattan's Roosevelt Hotel.
No sabía a dónde irme, no sabía qué tren coger, no sabía, ni qué hacer.
There, he got a health screening, a few boxes of food, and this printout of directions to a different hotel 3 miles away. Then, he was shown the door.
¿Dónde es el metro? ¿Dónde se puede coger el autobús?
The 35-year-old migrated from Ecuador with his 2 sons and says the 2-month-long journey was frightening.
Colombia, Panamá también, Guatemala, nos robaron en Guatemala, los policías.
Yo me gradué.
Yulena Sevilla is 17 years old. She, her mother, and 9-year-old little brother fled from Venezuela to begin their dangerous 2-month trek.
Allá se ve que sí, ríos, barro, vimos animales. Casi personas muertas, casi nos ahogamos los 3.
Just so you understand Yulena's journey, I want to show you. They walked from Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, before finally making it to the United States. With many of the migrants ending up here in New York.
Lo que pasa es que hay como lomas, y las lomas tienen una altura que es demasiado alta, y había que bajarlas, para no pasar el río había que subirlas, pero las lomas se derrumbaban, piedras.
She says she saw other migrants along the path, and despite her young age, the others did not stop to help, even when her life was at risk.
Todo el mundo te da la espalda y muchas cosas, nadie ayuda, pero la gente dice, no te puedo ayudar, tengo que seguir avanzando, así te dice. Yo me iba cayendo y nadie me dio la mano, me tuve que agarrar de una piedra yo misma.
Puedo decir, no he dejado de llorar.
Catherine Sevilla is her mother. She became emotional as she remembered the horrors they faced.
Sí, porque es duro.
Despite having a temporary stay in a New York City hotel, their journey to build a new life for themselves is far from over. A big part of their struggle, getting documentation to work. While the toughest of times may seem behind them, these families say uncertainty and confusion is their new reality. And at the same time, they're holding on to hope and praying their voyage was indeed for a better life.
Primeramente trabajar, estudiar.
Aprender el inglés. Ser una buena persona.
Sabemos que Estados Unidos es un país que nos abrió las puertas, nos está dando la oportunidad de seguir adelante.
Ken Buffa, Newsday TV.
You can read more about the migrant struggle on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. The Nassau County Health Department says nearly 700 Long Island students got phony vaccination cards from a Long Island midwife. Jeanette Breen of Baldwin Midwifery gave kids mail-order remedies for measles, whooping cough, and other illnesses. She was fined $300,000, but half will be waived if Breen follows an agreement with the state. A new 9/11 victim from Long Island has just been identified. New York City officials say that John Ballantine Niven has been ID'd using new DNA technology. The Oyster Bay man died in the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001. He was 44 years old and worked in the South Tower. There are still remains of over 1,000 unidentified victims. Long Island Railroad employees are idling in agency vehicles, according to an audit released today by the MTA Inspector General. The report says that this raises productivity, environmental, and financial concerns. The audit found unsafe driving habits like, quote, harsh acceleration and braking. The LIRR says it is working to curb these actions. Several Long Island communities are getting millions to improve their downtowns. Governor Kathy Hochul made that announcement at Kings Park High School earlier today. On the list, Kings Park and Smithtown getting $10 million. North Bellport, Brookhaven, and Mineola will get $4.5 million. Hochul says this money can attract new businesses and stimulate the local economy. The excitement is growing for the Cricket World Cup right here on Long Island. Steve Langford has a preview of what this new stadium in Eisenhower Park will look like.
4 months from now, the bleak tundra of Field 6 in Eisenhower Park is set to be transformed into one of just a few international sites selected to play host to Cricket's World Cup this summer. A temporary stadium seating 34,000 fans will go up, one of 3 Cricket World Cup venues across the nation. The first time America has been one of the host countries for this wildly popular global sport.
The Asian peoples all over the world and the British peoples, they like it very, very much.
The World Cup matches in Eisenhower Park will run from June 3rd to 12th, featuring some of the greatest teams on the international stage.
On Sunday, June 9th, the match everybody wanted, the number match in the world. We are going to have India versus Pakistan. So that's something that we are so happy about.
The temporary stadium organizers say will be world class.
This stadium will be bigger, larger than any cricket stadium in the United Kingdom.
For Americans unfamiliar with cricket, fans say there are similarities to baseball.
USA is coming into cricket also, so looks like it'll be a good tournament.
Cricket fans not hard to find in Hicksville.
Yes, I would like to go there. I would like to see there.
You might go and watch the match.
The stadium should be built by around May 20th, then dismantled and out of here by the end of July. The cricket stadium temporary, but the impact of this premier international sporting event in Nassau County likely to be long-lasting. Steve Langford for NewsdayTV.
And now let's take a look at your Long Island weather. Up to 3 inches of snow across the island tomorrow. The light snow is expected to end in the evening. Let's take a closer look at tomorrow's temperatures. We're hovering right around 30 degrees with a low of 28 degrees.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
Hip hop bingo here on Long Island. It is a story you'll see only in Newsday.
It's way more exciting than regular bingo.
Tonight we have a special theme, which is hip hop and freestyle. Very popular theme. People love that music and they get into it. They sing along.
I'm stuck in the 90s and the 2000s, so that's what I enjoy the most.
We get to listen to good music, we get to dance to it, and we'll hopefully win a prize.
I don't want to knock regular bingo, but it's just simple B4. Here you get to see the actual video, you get to sing along, you get to really, each one call involves everybody.
All right, I'm also kind of stuck in the 90s, so I'm all about this. You could read more about Hip Hop Bingo on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Need some sunshine? Well, we found some of the sunniest cities to help you plan your winter escape. Macy Egland and Chris Kahn have the story you'll see only in Newsday.
With all the snow and cold we've had recently, a lot of people are looking to get away. And Newsday put together the top 10 list of great vacations that won't break the bank. One of our personal finance reporters, Chris Kahn, put together that top 10 list. But it wasn't just the cheap trips that you looked at. So what did you consider in this top 10 list?
3 big factors. The first was the available sunshine. The government actually measured this, how cloudy it is, how sunny it is. So we looked at that metric for each city. Second was temperature. We just measured the average temperatures in each of these cities, how warm they were this time of year. The third was obviously the cost to get there. It wasn't just the airfare, but we looked at not just a round trip ticket for two, we also looked at how much it would cost to be in a hotel, about 3 stars or more, and to stay there for about 3 days in the month of February.
Okay, so you took a lot into consideration. Let's go over the top 3. What is at number 3 on the list?
Number 3 was Miami, a place that all New Yorkers pretty much know.
Yes.
We've been going back and forth there for generations. Turquoise water, wonderful beaches, the Everglades, key lime pie. You can get all of that right now. And you know, the price to get there for two, just under $500. So it's a really good deal right now.
Not bad at all. Number 2, what'd you find?
Number 2, Las Vegas. It was built from nightlife, right? But Las Vegas is also in the middle of the Mojave Desert. So you got to think lots of sunshine, big blue skies. It's a great place with lots to do during the day. And you can get there for about $600 for 2 in a hotel.
Not bad. A little bit of a drier heat for those that like that. All right, topping off the top 10 list, what did you find for number 1?
So number 1 was Phoenix. And I should say, full disclosure, I grew up in Phoenix, so I know this place very, very well. This is the time to be there, not in August. And you can get there for, you know, about $500 or less for a trip for 2.
I can hear people clicking, booking those trips right now.
Yeah, and one last thing to remember is for both Phoenix and for Las Vegas, if you want to beat the traffic, you can get there from the MacArthur Islip Airport, and they have flights to both Las Vegas and Phoenix for relatively cheap as well.
So convenient. We love the Islip Airport. Thank you, Chris.
You can read more about jump-starting your summer on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. It's Friday Eve, and here's what's up on Long Island. Check out the Hot Wheels Glow Party. Monster Trucks Live brings the Hot Wheels 5-alarm monster truck, Mega Rex, Tiger Shark, and more to the floor of the Nassau Coliseum in the dark. It is Saturday and Sunday in Uniondale.
Ruben, can you believe it has been 20 years since we did a Marinata?
Absolutely. A Marinata?
Ruben Studdard and Clay Aiken coming to Westbury. The 2 American Idol singing veterans will be taking the stage tomorrow night at the NYCB Theater at Westbury. And the Islanders are coming back to the island. See them take on the Dallas Stars Sunday night at the UBS Arena at Belmont Park in Elmont. For admission info and more events, you could click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage.
Information about communities is lost if you don't have local reporters. And if there's no one reporting, how do you know what's going on in your community?
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
And you're watching Newsday TV. I'm Jill Wagner. Thank you for joining us. We leave you now with a look at your 7-day forecast.